I love this film, and we are live. What's up, movie lovers? It's your girl Rossi, and I'm back tonight with a really good film. I love the book, but I also love the movie, Mommy Dearest. If you guys haven't seen Mommy Dearest, you gotta stream it. I streamed it on YouTube, $3.99 to rent. It is such a good movie, and I have to say that Faye Dunaway's portrayal of Joan Crawford and just the acting in this film was amazing. It was really good. I have with me tonight, though, I have Amanda Cook with me. You guys know Amanda Cook. I mean, she's been here before. We did oh gosh, let me take this off. You guys, I'll see Amanda. Amanda, what was the one we did, the really good one that we did a few months ago? What was that one?
Paper Moon.
Paper Moon. And then we did Liz Taylor.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. You guys really liked it. We got really good response. Virginia Woolf. It was, yeah, Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? That's right.
Mhm.
That one was really good. So what Amanda and I do is we like to bring you movies that maybe you haven't seen in years, classics, or something just really good as current as um, Mommy Dearest, which came out in like I think '84 around that time. And so we like to bring really good classical movies to you guys. Okay, so we're doing Mommy Dearest tonight. You guys know Amanda Cook. I'm going to let her introduce herself. Amanda, tell them about what you do, and please mention the project that you just finished. That was amazing. Every time I would see the clothes that Faye Dunaway was wearing, I thought about you and the clothes that you made for. Seriously, I'm like Amanda could do that.
What's up? I'm Amanda Cook. I'm an artist, musician. I work at Direct Message Studios. We recently wrapped a project called Cassie Workman is Witchy AF. It is currently being shopped around for a home, so I don't know when you can see it, but I made hundreds of tiny outfits for puppets spanning all kinds of eras, and I'd never done that before, so it was quite an exciting adventure. Hi.
It was awesome. So I work at DM. I'm a contracted worker there. I do some hand modeling. I do some production assistant, but I didn't work on this project that they worked on. But I got to see the behind the scenes of everything being made and seeing Amanda just make costumes for these little dolls that were incredible. They were amazing. So when I was watching Mommy Dearest and, Faye Dunaway's clothing, I mean, the clothes that Joan Crawford wore beautifully. I mean, they're beautiful gowns, pantsuits. And I thought about you, Amanda. I thought about you because I'm like, Amanda can make that. She was making things like that for her. Like seriously, no, she's amazing. She's absolutely amazing, very humble, but I thought about you. Anyways, so a little bit about Mommy Dearest. So Joan Crawford adopted, she wasn't able to have kids and she really wanted kids. So she adopted a little girl. Her name was, she called her Tina, Christina. And then she adopted a little boy. And then somewhere years after that, she also adopted two little girls. And Amanda's going to tell you the story about that a little bit once we get reviewing the film. So, anyways, Joan Crawford adopted Christina in June of 1940. She was single at the time. The adoption took place through an agency in Las Vegas. California at the time did not allow single people to adopt kids. It doesn't matter how rich you were as a single woman, you just weren't able to do that, which is crazy, but whatever. Let's see. The child was named Joan, but Crawford later changed her name to Christina. Christina writes this book, Mommy Dearest, and exposes Joan Crawford to be an abusive, mentally abusive, um, um, narcissistic mother. And so when the film starts, we've seen this before, but when the film starts, what did you think just of the look, the time date that they did? What was your first impressions?
I think what's really cool about the start of the movie is you don't see her face for a couple minutes. It's really like menacing, like she's in the ice bath, and when you finally see her, it's this big reveal. So it starts just so intense already. Where like, is this a monster movie? Like this reveal of this woman, this
Right.
crazy like skin regimen. Um, Yeah.
When I my first impressions, because I remember being really excited about watching Mommy Dearest a little bit after it came out, and so it's the same thing. They're not showing her face; they're showing this ice bath, and then when she turns around, and you get a glimpse of her, and you see her, for me, it's like, wow, they really did a good job of making her look like Joan Crawford. Like, and she has this pause that she just looks at the camera. There's this pause because they really want you to see her as Joan Crawford, and you see that, and then she's going off to a set to do a film. Joan Crawford, she appeared in over 50 film or 80 films throughout her career, ranging from silent films to talkies, dramas, and even horror films. And Amanda, I think we should review her horror film that she did.
Oh,
Anyways, yeah,
was it that
with
last
Betty
one with
Davis.
her? Mm.
Yes, yes, yes. It was called. Gosh, it's on here somewhere. Anyways,
Whatever happened to Baby Jane?
Charlotte's. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yes, we should do that one. I love that film. But she did Mildred Pierce, in which she won an Oscar for that. Whatever happened to Baby Jane? There you go. Johnny Guitar, The Women, Grand Hotel. She also starred in several films with Clark Gable, Possessed, and A Strange Cargo. So she was Hollywood royalty. I mean, she was out during the silent era of film. So to see the costumes that they used, the clothing that she wore, the set design was just beautiful. Her mansion was gorgeous, and I loved the when she would stand at the top of the banister and just turn around after she got Christina. I mean, everything was so.
Yeah,
You remember when she's
she's put on like such a show. Like she's basically in the
yes,
movie being like,
yes, yes. So she's dating this lawyer who's a big wig in Hollywood lawyer, and she tells him like, I'm just I don't feel fulfilled. I she's had like I think she lost 7 babies, so she wasn't able to have kids, and she really wanted to have a kid. But with Joan Crawford, I mean, you not knowing who she's going to be, you kind of feel for her that she wants kids, and she goes to the adoption agency. What did you think when she goes there? Thanks, because she's Joan Crawford, she's going to get a kid, and told absolutely not.
it's sad. She clearly, yeah, she clearly has everything she wants, gets every role she wants. So she's pretty shocked.
Right?
I,
Yeah,
I can
and
have all
curses
her.
the lady out.
Yeah.
Goes off on the lady. I mean, totally goes off on the lady. Anyways, being that her boyfriend, pretty powerful. Basically, I took that he bought the child. I mean, he had to pay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
seems pretty under the table.
yes, very. Yes. So she gets Christina, and she's so happy. Like Amanda said, very dramatic. Holding a baby, taking a baby upstairs, making this grand leaving up the stairs. Turning around in this beautiful gown. Because I have to say, all of her clothing was just beautiful. I mean, beautiful clothing. I mean, very classy looking woman, I must say.
Mhm.
But she had a thing for cleanliness. Like she had some type of OCD thing going on where everything had to be clean. And the getting ready for the child to come over, that scene with her poor housekeeper.
Oh yeah,
You remember?
I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at the dirt.
I'm mad at the dirt. But dude, she would go
Mhm.
around and like go over their work. And so you're getting an early sense of, okay, something's not right with her, but people are clean freaks. But I mean, she goes around and white cloths everything, making sure, and then she moves the vase with the plant and loses it. I mean, absolutely loses it. And I think the way that her housekeeper, the way that they react towards her, you get a sense that she's very stern. She can go off because they're very timid, by her. And so she's one for scrubbing the floors with like Ajax and doing all that. I really did want it to open though with no more wire hangers. And I was going to do the whole skit, and I was told, don't do it. Don't do it. I meant to do it because that is so famous. So I was actually going to have a wire hanger next to me and open up and
But
do that. And I thought, I
oh,
won't.
I work. So my dear friend Gabriel found this on the street the other day. It's like a
No. Oh, it's a
wire, yeah. And I
wire
was like,
hanger.
I know where I'm gonna wear that.
That is great. That's great. You know what else is funny is, you know, a fun facts. The movie is very popular. So as I'm, doing a post to advertise that we're going to do this live tonight, talk about Mommy Dearest, I'm looking for music. So I didn't know that if I type in Mommy Dearest, a whole bunch of Mommy Dearest stuff comes up, but it's not Mommy Dearest
Wow.
until I get to this song called No More Wire Hangers. Didn't know that was a thing and whatever. And I've been singing that in my head. I was cleaning the kitchen up, not Joan Rivers or Joan Crawford style, but I was cleaning the kitchen up. And I'm singing in my head, no more wire hangers, no more, no more. And I'm singing that. So you guys check out the song. I mean, that's how popular the film is. But anyway, she gets Christina, loves Christina, absolutely adores her. And she's really big on, making sure that Christina, as she grows up, realizes how lucky she is, the things that she has, because she had a beautiful home. I mean, her life was beautiful. But when you get to see what goes on, and the first thing you notice is the swimming, how she is towards her as far as competition and being competitive. She's really hard on this little 5-year-old girl and making her dive, and and the poor girl is like just so tired. And that's when you see Joan Crawford just there is no excuses. Like, this is something that you do. I mean, kids need to be strong because she didn't come from the best upbringing. I think there was the first time she saw her father, it was on set in a film that she did in 1954, and they stated that that was the first and the last time she'd ever seen her dad, talking about Joan Crawford. So, her dealing with Christina, you have to know that she got that from somewhere. Like, something wasn't right in her childhood. What did you think about the when you first saw a little bit of abuse that she had towards Christina?
Yeah, it's really intense. I think, gosh, I feel like I wrote down something, but oh, you got to know how to compete to win, she said. This is like, yeah, this is a little
Right,
girl who's just like, she won't let her win, like when they're swimming laps. This
right.
poor girl is dying, and the mom's just like, beat you again. Like,
Yes, very
what do you,
competitive towards the little girl. You
right?
know?
And then I feel like later she gets mad at Christina for being competitive with her. It's like, you taught
Yes.
her this.
When
You should
she
be
made that
praising her.
Thank you. When she made that statement, I'm like, "What? How
You're
did
so
you
everything's a contest with you. Like,
yeah, I'm like, what are you talking
yeah,
about?"
where
It
did
was
she learn that?
horrible. What do you think about this is I thought was really evil that she would do was
Mm,
everything that Joan Crawford did, according to Christina, was for a photo op. Their first Christmas, there were cameras there. There were, just media there, and they had to act. Everything with Joan was perfect. Everything had to be perfect. You had to present yourself as a perfect family. And so they get all these toys. And by this time, Christopher's in the picture, her younger brother. She adopts him. They get all these toys. I mean, just the living room is full of Christmas toys, but she only lets them keep one. What did you think about that?
yeah, it's kind of unnecessarily cruel. I mean, to give, I get it. You don't want your kids to be spoiled, but then maybe don't even let the presents in the house. You're letting them open all the presents, and then
Right.
they're only allowed to keep one. It's nice to give to charity and to be teaching them
Absolutely.
they have more, but yeah, it feels. Hmm,
Yeah.
it's all very very intense.
It really is. And so, Christina being that young at that time, the mind games that are being played with her, manipulation that's being played with her. And Joan would rub it in her face. I mean, there's a scene where she's imitating, when she's in a mirror and Christine's in a mirror and she's imitating her play acting, And Joan was very sensitive. Like she took everything to heart. I mean, she couldn't take a joke. You couldn't make fun of her. And when she walks in on the baby, doing what little girls do in their mom's room, brushing their hair and just pretending because her mother's an actress.
Mm-hmm.
The way
Why
she went off. Yeah, go
why is
ahead,
she
Panda.
so mad at that? Like,
Yes.
it's so clear she's emulating you because she respects you or she wants to be
Right.
you. And to get mad at her
Right.
for pretending to be you is
It was nuts. It was one thing I do love about that scene, and I have to say about a lot of the scenes in the film, I love the way they shot that scene to where you only are seeing them through the mirror. I love that. The direction of this film was very creative. You really do feel like you're back in 1930s, Hollywood. Um, and this film was made in the 80s. They did a really good job at bringing you into that world and bringing you into that lifestyle. So they did a really good job. Like I said, the house. I mean, because everything happens at that house, and you see how elegant the house is, how clean the house is. But but the games that she would play with the little girl was just, it was, she cut that baby's hair. Why that was a thing she did, why cut the hair?
I don't even remember what she was. Oh, I don't remember what happened that made her so mad to do
She was
that.
just, she thought that Christina was, because remember she walks in and she says,
Are
are
you
you
fun of
making,
her?
yeah, are you making fun of me? And her whole demeanor changes, and Christina's looking at her like, no, not at all. And by this time, Christina knows. I mean, she knows how her mother is. And she just
Okay,
starts going off.
I've got a fun fact about this scene. So, Faye Dunaway on set kind of went extra hard on a lot of these scenes. So in that scene where they're cutting her hair, she just like actually stabbed that young actress in the face like during that scene. Like
Really?
there's so many instances where Faye Dunaway is being like
Wow.
pretty wild. Like the wire hanger scene they did like 7 times, and Faye Dunaway went so hard, like she like broke her voice,
Wow.
and like so. Yeah, I keep thinking like Faye Dunaway just got into the role too hard, but now
Right.
from some of my research, I'm starting to think like Faye Dunaway was just like right for this role, like just kind of this intense on set.
That, it's true, because there's a lot of scenes where, especially the scene where she's cutting her hair, where she's just going hard, and it's like, wow, she's really intense. But even with the wire hanger scene, the
Mm-hmm.
way that she was able to transform herself into this person, it was like she was this person. It was so real, and she went so hard at this scene, and just the way she's able to go from calm, normal, just looking in the closet, making sure everything is. And when
Yeah,
she spots
she
that
just
wire hanger, yeah, just, yeah. Go ahead, Amanda.
oh, well, first of all, I mean, she's in that mask, that like cold
Yes,
cream white mask, and it
right,
is like truly one of the most chilling things I've ever seen. Like, I know for a lot of people, this movie's really funny. Like, it's so
right.
over the top that you sort of have to laugh, but
Yes, yes,
there's just such a sometimes she's so quiet and I can tell how mad she is, and there's nothing scarier in the world to me than mom is mad. and,
right.
and Faye Dunaway as Joan Crawford is so scary. It's
Yes,
like she seems capable of anything. Like
yes. She killed this role. I mean,
I,
you. It makes you think: was she really that intense? Though, was she?
I
You
think
know?
I mean she made lots of people on set cry. She was constantly trying to fire people for like being too attractive. Like in real life, Faye Dunaway was like a
Wow,
terror on set. So
wow. Okay, then
maybe she was
maybe.
just in the Joan Crawford spirit, but I don't know.
Hey, I've heard of actors, like really getting in their
Yeah,
role, and they'll walk around and they'll
too.
they'll be that person, they'll talk that way, they'll stay in
Mhm.
that
Yeah,
role.
we
But
let
this is
men.
much, because this is about abuse, ma'am. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, now you're actually
you know what I
abusing
mean?
people in real life. That's. Yeah, we let
Right.
male actors do this all the time. Like, they fill in character and they never leave their character. And so it's interesting for this woman to be.
Yes. She gave, I mean, she gave a riveting performance. I mean, she
Oh,
really did. I mean, no doubt she really did. And like Amanda said, I mean, it was to the point to where you can tell she's upset without her saying anything. The way her eyes would
yes.
be beady
Oh,
and oh my God, I felt bad. I'm like, Christina, girl, please be quiet. Don't say nothing. And then Christina's getting to the point to where as a little girl, she's challenging her.
yeah.
that
Yeah.
that that pool scene where she is telling her,
Mm,
uh, "I'm not going to play with you anymore," because Faye, Joan Crawford was like, "I win," and Christina's like, "Well, you're bigger than me, and I'll always be bigger than you, and I'll always be better than you." And Christina's like, "Well, I'm not playing with you anymore." And whoa, that scene was like, oh my gosh, and the look she gave her, I was scared.
I can't figure out, like, I keep from a technician standpoint, I'm trying to figure out, like, what is she doing that is so upsetting? And I don't think she's blinking. She's definitely not blinking.
It's
Something there
very
is just
true. The
like,
little girl is doing, there's nothing that the little girl, that you're even seeing her do anything. She's doing little girl things. For instance, and she got really in trouble for that. She actually went and took Christina and locked her into the sauna and made her stay there. And I think she forgot that the child was even there. But there's another time where Christina was in her room minding her own business, playing with her dolls. And of course, kids imitate what their mom, how their mom disciplines them with their dolls. We used to do with our dolls, so it's normal. She's just telling the dolls, you better be good. You're not behaving. I'm very ashamed of you. Joan comes in the room. She's standing there, and she gets very upset, but she doesn't show it. She doesn't. You don't see that until little Christina comes back, and all her dolls are gone. And she goes in her mom's room, and she's like, "Where's my babies?" And she tells her, "Well, you're stressed out over them. They're not doing good." So, and the look Christina gives her and just storms off. That's the stuff Joan would do, just nitpicking at this kid. I'm thinking, why did you even adopt her?
I mean, she says at one point that she did want the good press for it, so.
And that's another thing. I mean, the way that they were able to, first of all, Christina was made to call Joan Crawford Mommy Dearest. And when she said it, and I thought, I mean, seriously, I thought that I forgot all about that, guys. I haven't seen a movie in a long time. So I'm thinking when she brought up and was calling her Mommy Dearest, I'm like, oh, so she made her, and she made her call that. And when she said Dearest, she was supposed to say it like she meant it. And so it was crazy, 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 crazy. Anyways, you want to thoughts, a scene,
Oh my gosh.
there's so much. There's so much.
Well, I mean, for me, I'm always trying to find the like psychological, like what's going on with someone, like why, like what's really at the heart of this. So with
Right.
like the OCD cleanliness, with
Right.
the beauty regimen, with not being able to handle this child. This is a woman who is trying so hard to have control, like and in this time where the studios are not giving her jobs anymore. Like
Right.
she doesn't have control over this, so she's starting to lose it. And like for her, it is just about like taking control where she can. And like I mean,
Right.
that's the only way I can understand what she's doing and like what it's really about. It's just
Right.
this girl can't control this girl. That's driving her crazy. These
Right.
these men are starting to not really pay attention anymore, and it's all kind of unraveling.
Right.
So for me, that was my big takeaway. And this is a woman who just is trying to get control.
Right. I think that, for an actress like Joan Crawford, who started very young in Hollywood, as a young, beautiful actress, and then you see her aging, and I thought they did a really good job with aging her throughout the film, to let you know what stage of life she was in, and the fact that she was Hollywood's darling, like she worked with Clark Gable and all these great leading men, and then to get to a point to where the studio just doesn't want you. The things that she had to deal with as an actress at that time, a single woman at that time, and she was very assertive. I really like that about her because you weren't going to get something over on her. She's very paranoid about it, but she did stand up for herself. When she goes to MGM and she thinks she's going there because they're going to give her a great part, whatever, and he flat out tells her, I need you to do me a favor, and she's like, anything, leave the studio, leave the studio. You learn that the studio, the acting, that's her life, that's her everything. There's nothing else that means more than that. I mean, this woman accumulated millions of dollars, self-made as an actress, and then to get to that point to where you're not adored anymore. Personally, as a woman, it's even harder getting older, and to having to deal with that. It's a little different for men than it is for women. So to see her go through that, I felt for her because
Mm.
it was sad. It was just really sad. And like you said, the regimens that she would do to keep herself young, to be in, which and then to deal with new starlets that are coming up, to live in that world where you're judged by your beauty, that has to be really, really hard for a woman. So her losing it a lot and then getting to the point where I felt like she would treat Christina as if it was a competition for her. Like when she had met the new guy, and all of the guys that she meets, the child calls him uncle. So I just wanted to point that out. And the first
But,
guy that she had,
yeah.
she really screwed that over with him. I thought that was when they got into it, and you really get to see how vulnerable she is. She talks a lot of stuff. She has a loud bark, but she's just a baby on the inside. Go ahead, Amanda.
Oh, okay. So there's a couple things I thought were weird. Like she doesn't. I was trying to look up like why didn't she go to the Academy Awards? Or they
Right.
kind of make it seem like she's sick. But that to
Right.
me is maybe like another like control thing of like
Right.
if I'm in my home, like I get to control what happens. Like like she gets to decide to go outside and speak to the press if she wants, or like
Right.
that was sort of interesting to me. I'm talking about meeting men. She gets married when Christina's like off at boarding school, and then
Right.
she makes Christina go down there. He's like in the swimming pool, and she makes Christina like walk up to him while he's swimming and be like, "Hi, Dad!" Like,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah, I
so
felt so
crazy.
bad for her and shook
Oh
his
my
hand like,
gosh.
and
Yeah,
she's
while
like,
he's swimming.
yes. And she's
Come on.
asking her mom, like, Mommy, do I call him uncle? She's like, no, this is your dad. That's your dad. Go introduce yourself to him. The positions that she would put this child in was just horrible. And back to
So,
the scene with the younger man that she was dating before she
yeah.
met the Pepsi tycoon.
Mm.
Well, supposed to be Pepsi tycoon. Anyways, Christina, I don't know if she had a drink of something, but the way
Oh,
that
yeah,
she,
yeah.
yeah, when she was I felt she was flirting with this man. She made him
Mm.
a drink because she knew how to, make drinks, because that's one thing Joan was an absolute alcoholic. This woman had a glass of vodka and a cigarette every scene she was in, cigarette and drinking. That's what she did. So Christina, growing up, that knows that. But the way that she, kind of flirts with him. She's a little girl, kind of innocent, but still, she takes that glass in the room when she makes her mom that drink and
Mm.
goes in there while they're sitting there. What did you think about that scene? Was she flirting with him? The way she walked down was just
Uh,
looking like,
I thought she was just trying, like she knew they were like about to be doing
right,
something together, and I thought she was just trying to like I don't know, not stop whatever was going on, but just like be annoying. Like
okay, okay.
here I am, like what are you gonna do? And then the next thing we know, she's being sent to boarding school, which
She
is
got that child out of there. She got her out of there like this child was a threat. I mean, in
yikes.
a way, it was done. And the poor girl gets dropped off at boarding school, crying, wants to go home, and Joan's like, "Nope, see you later. You'll be fine. I'll come and visit you soon." And so she's at boarding school. That's where she spent a lot of, and she only went home on the weekends. She would go home, and to the same situation though. It's still same. she would be there. You think they would be close when she would come home from the boarding school, because when she came home at this point, Christina's a little bit older, and so it's a different dynamic now because she's an older young lady. She knows what's up, and she still tries to please Joan. She still tries to avoid argument or get into it with her. But the fact that she goes home, meets her dad for the first time, and then they're getting this house built. I mean, the condo that she was
Oh yeah.
redoing. Yeah, when she met the Pepsi guy. And I thought it was pretty cold when Christina was asking her, like, can you give me some help this month? And she's like, not 1 cent. You know how I feel about that, Christina. And I thought, you are Joan Crawford. You're married to this Pepsi guy. He had to go and sneak your daughter a few $100s so that she can be okay. It was just cruel. And when her and Christina gets into it, when Christina finally asks her, why did you adopt me?
Mm.
And they get into it over that question. And throughout this film, you're waiting for Christina to, she's going to say something, but they have this brawl because Christina's like, what's the point of me being here? You haven't been good to me. You're not good to me. You're not a good mother to me. And they still are, making sure that they behave because Joan has a new role and I believe that role that she was waiting to get notification that she got the role was Mildred Pierce. She really wanted that role. That's when she left the studio. She's with Warner now. That was probably the last big role that she got because she won an Oscar for that. And remember, the press was at the front door. They're really happy for her, very excited for her. So she was still acting, but after that role, it just kind of it fizzled. She wasn't getting many offers. As a matter of fact, Christina gets into and going back to the fight really quick, guys. I mean, this woman got on Christina and was choking her, trying to kill her while an editor, a reporter was at the house to write a story about her. I mean, what did you think? Like, you want to be perfect, but you pull this.
Yikes! I don't know, because she tells the reporter that Christina got expelled, which wasn't true. It's like,
Right.
what? Or you want everything to be perfect. Why would you even say that to the
Right.
reporter? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
What's going on? So Christopher, they've got like Christopher is like in bed. He has to be like tied down in bed.
Oh my God.
Okay, I'm worried about Christopher.
I'm so happy you brought that back. Okay, so we're jumping around when we do this review, you guys. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's not scene by scene. We're just jumping around our favorite parts. Okay, but we're gonna flash back to the no more wire hanger scene. We're gonna flash back to that because that's the first time that then when they go and get the woman's going to get Christopher out of bed. Actually, that was before the wire scene because this is a scene where the rose garden, where she has them come out. That's when you see the maid go in there, wake the kids up because Joan wants them downstairs. It has to be like at least 3, 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
Go and get Christopher out of the bed, and they have to unbuckle him. And so when I saw that, I was like, why do they have him strapped down? What is that about? It was little straps.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. Charles Albright says Christopher had ADHD according to the internet. Okay.
That's why.
But why? Why did you?
Charles.
Oh, okay. He would wake up and wander around. Okay, you know what, Charles? When I saw that, that it did cross my mind that is he a sleepwalker? Is he getting up? Never seen that done before. Very cruel. Very cruel. If you parents out there strapping these kids down and tying them up while they're asleep, bad.
There's no way it was that bad that he needed to be strapped down. She was just being cruel.
It was weird, but I did notice that. But you guys, listen, he's strapped down. The maid comes and gets them out of the bed, and Joan is having a fit I think that was when she found out that she was no longer going to be with MGM, and so she's
Mhm.
out. And when she gets upset, she destroys shit. I mean,
She
she took
chops down
down
the whole tree.
the whole
Relax,
tree.
Christina.
Yes, and the flower bed, and she's going nuts. And then she's Christina, go get the wheelbarrow, you know. And so they run and do it. She has these fits that she has when something goes wrong. And like I said, I get where she's coming from. I totally get it. I mean, the disrespect that they would give her after all the work there is. I mean, listen, let me tell you, no, let me tell you, let me tell you, let me tell you, let me tell you.
No, you have to
Okay.
take rejection gracefully.
I mean,
Your garden.
I like, okay. So I get her being upset. I don't agree with waking the children up at 4 in the morning. I don't agree with her being out there at 4 in the morning,
Okay.
cutting down bushes, cutting down. I don't agree with that. I mean, I was thinking about thorns, like things like that, because it looked like roses
Oh,
that they were having to. And
she's
her
in a
face,
really nice gown too. She's in like
yes,
a stunning gown. Yeah, she
yes,
has grapes in her face.
yes, and cuts on her head, and she's just lost it. She's manic. She absolutely lost it. The poor kids are crying. Even
Uh,
the maid that goes through this abuse, but the maid has been around so long that the maid convinces the
yeah.
kids, you got to do better. You know what I mean? Like, you got to do better for her. You got to do better for her. You
Yeah.
know,
See what
we
you've
got to
done?
back her. She needs this role. We got to be good. And I'm thinking, how much better can they be?
I know. They're not being bad.
When they were playing outside, being kids. Remember when she woke up and yelled out the window and
Yeah.
got on the maid for not getting them and wrangling? I mean, and why are they out in the East Garden or whatever garden that they were in? And they were literally playing ball. Basically, don't be kids.
She needed a full day to prepare and rest to go have her meeting. Like, this is too much.
Right. Yes. Yes. So she beats the hell out of Christina with the wire hangers, guys. This is the famous scene. No more wire hangers. Amanda got the little badge on. I can't believe he found
Wait,
that. That's amazing that he
I,
found that.
why? This child did not bring wire hangers into that room. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
This child had nothing to do with wire
Thank
hangers
you.
coming in here. This
Thank
is
you.
crazy.
And destroyed the room. Destroyed the room. When she saw that hanger, and then when she saw that second hanger, and then she blames Christine. Like Christine was responsible for everything. I buy you $300 to $400 dresses, and this is what you do to me. You have these hangers in here, and I'm thinking, who bought the hangers in there?
I know. It was
It
probably the maid or, who picked up
exactly
the
that.
cleaning.
Thank you.
She didn't
Exactly.
bring the wire
Yes.
in.
And
Oh,
then you
it's
go
so
from the wire
scary.
hangers to, why is his bathroom a mess? The bathroom was
Oof,
perfect.
this.
When she starts rubbing her hands on the floor and poor Christine's going and she's putting powder, Ajax, whatever the hell she was
Right.
everywhere and just making that baby scrub the floors, clean up the room. Poor
The middle
Christopher.
of the night.
In the middle of the night,
Sleeping.
Christopher is unbuckled, out of bed.
He tries to help her. He unbuckles himself and says, I'll help.
Remember, he offered, I can help you, and she said she'll kill me.
Just
She
go
will
back.
kill me
Buckle
if
yourself
she.
in.
So
Yeah. Oh, it's.
and she it's seriously, Joan would have killed this child if
Yeah.
Christopher was helping. And being that this is an autobiography that Christina wrote about her Joan, you don't see the fact that Joan had already adopted two little girls. Amanda's gonna
Yeah.
tell you that story behind it
Okay,
because this is
so
just sick. Go ahead.
it's weird because they're not in the movie at all, but she had adopted two or twins. Everyone calls them the twins, but it turned out she just wanted twins. These were just two kids she adopts at the same time and calls them twins. So
See, see, and so
fun.
you don't see them. You don't see Christopher that much. You only see him when necessary because I get that she's writing this book and she doesn't want to put him in there. So you see him
Right.
when they had to sing the Christmas when they did the radio thing, and so they had to do the Christmas Carol or whatever. They did that. You see
Also,
Christopher there.
I guess in real life the twins don't agree with Christina's telling of these tales. Like they don't.
Yes.
This isn't
Yeah.
how they saw it. Christopher agrees with her, but so
Yes.
maybe that's why the twins aren't in it, because they are not on board with this story.
No, they're very upset at this. I believe that they did sue Christina after the book came out. They end up settling. They didn't say how much she settled with them. They are saying, and some of the people that were around Joan at the time, there was an actress, Myrna Loy. Myrna. She also was a good friend of Joan's and said that she doesn't agree, even though she wasn't in the house. She actually made a statement, and she said that she didn't see Joan ever hit Christina, but if you knew Christina, you'd slap her. Yeah, she said that. She said that. She said that. Let me see.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she said that. Oh goodness, where's that at? But yeah, so I'll read a little bit about. First of all, we'll get to the end of the film. So, anyways, guys, spoiler alert. Obviously, you know Joan Crawford's dead. All right, so she died. Just to let you know. She ended up having an apartment in New York, and it was really sad when she's getting this honorary award that Christina goes to accept for her. Joan is watching it on the TV. And when you see the beginning of the film, how lavish she lived, all of this stuff. She married the Pepsi guy. He ends up dying. She ends up being on the board. I thought that was really funny when she's sitting there, because they want her off the board of Pepsi Cola. They don't want her sitting there anymore. She lets them know that's not going to happen. So come to find out, they were paying her $50,000 a year until she was 64 years old. Just a little fun fact. So that's how that was. She ends up dying. They end up going to get the will read, and this is cold blooded, you guys. This is really cold blooded. You would think after everything this woman did to these kids that they were going to get something. Now, mind you, I have not seen the film in a long time, so I forget that that what they weren't going to get. I thought they were going to get something. I'm excited for the will to be read. Christina and Christopher about to be broke off. Not at all, dude. She gave them nothing. Nothing. And she said, and they will understand why. So did the question is this: did Joan Crawford know that Christina was going to write a book before she died? And is that why she left him out of the will? Or was she just being Joan Crawford and just was not going to give them anything? So this is from the family. Family and acquaintances of Joan Crawford disputed the book's accuracy. Many who knew Joan Crawford, including her other two adopted twin daughters, Kathy and Cynthia. It's funny to know that now. Household staff and family friends denounced the book's claims of abuse and characterized it as sensationalized and inaccurate. So, I would think that if the details were just really the details in a movie of what Christine is saying went on, I don't know, because people still don't know. They don't know if she lied. Some said that while some supported Christina's account, others, like actress Myrna Loy and Christina's younger sibling, stated that Christina's accusations were largely fictitious. Myrna Loy, for instance, disliked Christina and said that while she never saw Joan hit her, if anyone needed a good slap, it was Christina. This is from the actress Myrna Loy. Okay, you guys look her up. She was really big in Hollywood as well. Legal challenges. So in 1998, guys, Kathy Crawford, Lalonde, filed a lawsuit against Christina for defamation of character regarding claims Christina made on a book tour. The lawsuit was settled out of court. So it's still kind of back and forth. And as far as the will, it suggested that Joan Crawford knew Christina was planning to write a tell-all book before her death and excluded Christina and her brother Christopher from her will, as she stated, for reasons well known to them. Some speculate this motivated Christina to write the book. And so at the end, when you see her sitting with the estate, the guy that's handling the estate, and reading the will. And Christina looks at her brother and says, you know, her brother Christopher says, "Man, she always gets the last word." And Christina's like, "But does she? But does she?" What I got from that is, we're writing a book. The book is coming, and I will have the last laugh, the last word. And she did, because this book was wildly famous. It sold a lot of copies. The movie did really great, and it had everyone, you know, talking about Joan Crawford. And but it's still, is it true? Is it not true? What do you think? Do you believe, or do you think she's pissed because of the money that she didn't get? They end up settling, and Christopher and Christina end up contesting the will. They end up getting I think it was $55,000. So yeah.
I think it might, maybe exaggerated a little bit, but I'd imagine that's what it felt like to her. Like, this is her truth, whether or not, her mom slapped her with a wire hanger or something.
Right.
She was living in distress. For sure.
For a long time.
Yeah.
Really quick. Now, I have to mention this. When Christine starts acting and gets that acting job and gets sick, how cold was that she turns on a TV and the nurse had to tell her, "Oh, don't you want to watch your show?" "No, I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch them do something without me." "Oh no, your mom's doing that part." And she's like, "But I'm 28. The character's 28." They show Joan do this part. That was so wrong. It's like, what else? She tortured this child from the time the child came into the house. This is a woman now acting, and her mother did this to her, took the role from her because she was in a hospital sick. Right.
Horrible. Or it's like she used this child for publicity, for the goodwill of the public. And then when she can't have that anymore, she took things that were her. She took this role from her, momentarily, I guess. But that is, wow.
It was so wrong. It was like, you owe this girl so much. And let me tell you another thing. They would, she would go visit Christina at Christina's apartment. When she first got to that apartment, and you're looking around and you're like, this is Joan Crawford's daughter. Joan Crawford was still making money. She was still on the board of Pepsi. She still was bringing in $50,000 a year. And her child was living like, just, you wouldn't know that her mother was Joan Crawford. The apartment was just a regular apartment. It wasn't what you would think that she would have. And so I noticed that too, when you look around and it's like, she's struggling. This girl is struggling, a struggling actress, and she gave her nothing and would still give her nothing. She didn't believe in sharing her money. I do want to say that Christina Crawford was played by Diana Scarwood, and she did a great job. She played adult Christina. Mara Hobel played Christina as a child. She did a great job. This was a great actors who did a really good job. Faye Dunaway, of course, played Mommy Dearest, and played, I'm sorry, got me saying Mommy Dearest. She played Joan Crawford.
She did play Mommy Dearest.
She played Mommy Dearest. She played Joan Crawford. Yeah. She did a great job at it. Really took her role seriously, from what Amanda says, because some things happen. You know what I mean? Like, really getting intense with this freaking role. Frank Perry, Rutna Alda. She played Carol Ann, and she was Joan Crawford's people that worked with her in the house. They stayed with her to the very end. I mean, these people aged with her and was very loyal to her. And of course, her hubby Greg, who left her, was played by Steve Forrest. So this was a really good film, you guys. I really enjoyed it. It was over the top, but they did a really good job, a great job. Design team did amazing. With Joan Crawford, and I love the pictures around the house of Faye Dunaway as Joan Crawford. They really did a great job at making sure that she had those shots, that famous pictures that you've seen of Joan Crawford in films or movie posters. So, your takeaway from this film?
Oh, I mean, if you've never seen this movie, Faye Dunaway gives an absolutely unhinged performance. I've never seen anything like it. And honestly, I don't think she was the same after this performance. Like, I don't think she ever shook Joan Crawford. Like, if you saw her on the street afterwards, like, she just kind of lived up to this Joan Crawford attitude, like,
Right.
after playing it.
Right.
It is unreal. Yeah, the transformation or like the energy she is giving, it is wild.
Right.
Whether or not you think you care about Joan Crawford, I think this is an all-time crazy, amazing
Yes.
performance by Faye Dunaway.
Yes, absolutely. And Faye Dunaway, the first time I saw her was in Bonnie and Clyde with Warren Beatty. And so she's a well-known actress in Hollywood. I thought she was perfect pick. I can't think of anyone else to have played Joan Crawford. This was her role to have, and she did a great job. So you guys go check out Mommy Dearest. Like I said, you can stream it on YouTube right now, $3.99. You can rent it, $14.99. You can buy it. But this is a film to watch. And then before you watch the film, though, go watch a Joan Crawford biography. Pull it up on YouTube. I did that as well. Watch the biography, then go and watch the film so that you can see how well they did. And I also want to really give props to the people that worked behind the scenes, the makeup. The makeup that they did on Faye to age her from when we first see her in the 30s or 40s to where she's at in the 60s, 70s. They did a great job making her age throughout the film, and her hairdos was perfect for the time period. So you were able to know what time period it was by her hairstyles and her clothing. Wardrobe did a fabulous job. This movie was shot well. The stage of the house was beautiful. So, go take a trip back in time, you guys. Go watch Mommy Dearest. You will enjoy it. You will laugh. You will get where Amanda and I are just like, goofing around. It's funny. It is over the top. It's absolutely over the top film, but really good film to watch. Amanda, do you want anything you got going on? You want to say anything? Come on.
Oh gosh, I don't know. I have lots of things I should be working on. You can follow me on Instagram at Yoki, YOLKIE. It's where I post, stuff I'm working on.
Yes.
Who knows? Watch this space. I might be back here again. You never know.
She will be. She will be. I hope you will come back. Amanda and I will have to pick another film. We'll bring something really good. So far, the movies that we've been looking at are really great Hollywood films. Let's see. Oh, great. Thank you, Charles Albright. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. We love doing this. We love talking about film. So we'll get together and cook up another good film so we can bring it to you guys really, really soon. I appreciate you, Amanda, for always coming on the show. You guys will be able to link up with Amanda. All of her links will be in the description. You can go to her website. You can go to her Instagram. Go and check out Amanda. She's very talented. She's very humble, but Amanda is very talented. She has some reels that she does. She has little tastings. Tell them about the candy and the stuff that you do. Some of the stuff that you do. Good quick. Tell them, please. There we go.
Yep.
Yeah. So, yep. So go and check out Amanda. Hugely talented. She'll be back here. I really appreciate you guys joining us tonight on Movie Lovers Unite. John and I will be back with a review of Final Destination, Bloodlines. I cannot wait to watch that. You guys know I love really good horror films. John and I just did a reaction to Welcome to Derry. That's coming out this fall in October. Stephen King, I cannot wait to see the prequel to it, how it all got started. So John and I will be reviewing that weekly when that drops. I believe it's on HBO, you guys, but they'll be coming to you soon. Go over and check out Rossi's Clubhouse, you guys. I just did an interview with North Carolina singer Alicia Marie, absolutely talented. You guys, that interview is going to drop on Monday. You can go check out Soné. You can go check out Zoe Skrilla from Brooklyn. We just did an interview with him. Henny Holyfield, so much more, you guys. Check out Rossi's Clubhouse. Thank you so much. We'll be back soon. You guys stay where you guys are at. We're going to get out of here. Amanda, don't leave. Please stay back there. And we are out.